Welcome back. This is episode 34. And it's called What Do They Do? What do dogs do? I'm asking this question. What do they do? Like, what do they do? What exactly do dogs do? What? Can someone tell me exactly specifically that the things that dogs do? What do they do for themselves? What do they do as part of nature and instincts? What do they do? Because we have a lot of dog nutters that will pretend and act as if dogs do something. Especially on social media, places like Facebook and the Reddits. They will act as if these things actually do something when they do nothing. They literally do nothing. There is nothing fascinating about these dogs that dog lovers have to lie and to make up things as if the dog had did something or that specific thing, to a point where they will post memes as if the dog is talking. They will post videos as if the dog is talking. When in reality, these things do absolutely nothing. I cannot find one thing that these things actually do. There's not one thing. If you push away the exception of attacks and eating and shitting, what do they do? Nothing. You have to make up things that are not there. You have to lie, create excuses, manipulate. These things do nothing, and that's why I always call these things worthless mutts. Because they do nothing. Nothing. Every time you see these dogs in various videos, they're doing nothing. You look at these dogs in dog parks, they're doing nothing. You watch dog nutters walk their worthless mutts, they're doing nothing. Nothing. To a point they have to train their dogs to do something. But even then, they're still doing nothing. You have dog nutters on Facebook, maybe Reddit as well, where their worthless mutt dies and they act as if this dog did something. Oh, my dog died. But the dog did nothing for its entire worthless life. You, as dog nutters, you fed it, you gave it baths, you let it drink, you walked it, you picked up its shit. You're the one that's dressing these things up as if the dog wanted to dress up in anything. Then you act as if the dog chose it. You act as if this dog did something, but you did everything for this dog. The training, you can make dogs do anything. You make them do anything. You train it. You manipulate this dog into doing things. And once the dog does something, you act as if the dog did it willfully. This is what dog culture is. They act as if the dog did something, even though they're the ones training it and making it do it. And when these dogs don't listen, what happens? These dog nuts abuse these dogs. They hit these dogs. They force these dogs to do something. They curse and shout at these worthless mutts. They have to give it food to make it do something. They use full force. There are so many cases of dog lovers abusing their dogs. There's so many cases of dog experts or dog trainers abusing dogs. because these things do nothing. They're not doing what you're telling them to do. And when these things don't do what you tell them to do, that's when the true dog lover comes out by physically abusing these worthless mutts, by shouting profanity at these worthless mutts, yelling at these worthless mutts, using physical force for these worthless mutts, to a point of probably killing these worthless mutts, abandoning these worthless mutts. Because when these dogs don't do what you want them to do, you realize that they're worthless. But when these dogs do stuff, which is pretty much nothing, you praise the dog as if the dog chose it, as if the dog had a choice. And a lot of these dog owners, they praise these dogs as if they had a choice to not be loyal. The dog is, sleeping with them, and their dog has been with them for years, as if this dog had a choice. And if this dog kept escaping, they would say you're a bad trainer. If this dog didn't want to be near you, you would say something's wrong. What am I doing wrong? Then you go ask for some expert trainer to help you. But what if this dog just doesn't want to be with you? But as soon as this dog is with you all the time, you act as if the dog wants to be there. These dogs have no choice but to be in the same household. But when they escape, you're all of a sudden, you're the bad trainer. People think you're a horrible trainer. They tell you got to fix your fence and all this crap. Why? To keep the dogs in. And they say, get a leash laws. These things aren't loyal. If these things want to leave, they will leave. We've seen it happen so many times. But the truth is that these things really have no choice, because you have so many restraints on them, like the leash, fences, houses, rooms, crates, cages. That's where you put them in. Because these things have no choice but to be near you, but then you act as if this dog chose to. No, you feed this thing and you force it to be where you are. It has no choice. It's not like a cat that can, wander the neighborhood for maybe days and weeks and then ends up coming right back. The dog, once they're gone, they're gone. Man, what do they do? What exactly do these dogs do? What do they do? I want to know. What do they do? What do they do? What exactly do these things do? Because I see them walking with their dim-witted owners, and they're doing nothing but smelling the ground for like hours. Well, not hours, but for minutes. Just they're smelling for minutes. They're just walking up and down because their owner is telling them where to go. They're all on a leash. These things don't do nothing. That's why they have this engine of celebs and social media and ads and TV shows and movies, programming the minds to make it seem like these things are useful, but they're not. These dogs don't do things like you see in cartoons and the movies. They're not doing that. They're not, rescuing people like you see in these shows. They're not fixing stuff or scuba diving or climbing mountains like you see in these shows. They're not doing that. They're not Lassie. They're not Clifford. They're not, Scooby-Doo. They're not that at all. At least I can say in these cartoons, they're doing something. I hate dogs, at least they're saving people, I guess. But in reality, that's never the case. Because these things do nothing. In reality, they do nothing. That just goes to show how over-exaggerate the television and TVs are. Television movies are. Able to brainwash people so easily. brainwash dog nutters so easily by giving you a false representation of these worthless mutts. Then when you get them, it's like, what do they do? You ask the worthless mutt, you ask yourself, what do they do? But just be annoying, attack, bark, shit. They don't do nothing. And that's why social media and various things have to reinforce this dog nuttery as if it's useful, but it's not. It's a lie. It's a scam. What do? They don't do nothing. They do nothing. Most of the things that I see relating to dogs, it's always on social media. And sometimes here and there I'll notice things. One thing I noticed was today. I'm driving, again, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just driving to my destination. And I pass by a house and there is a bully breed. Again, I'm in a region where they're supposed to be banned, but again, they still exist. But anyways, I see a bully breed, a pit bull, and the parent, the father parent, is like in the car, probably cleaning the car, whatever. And on the outside, it's probably his daughter. I'm guessing his daughter. His daughter is like holding the leash of this bully breed while he is inside the car. The daughter is kind of like behind the car, and the dog is also behind the car, and she's like holding the leash. And this leash is maybe it could have been like 6 feet, maybe 5 feet. So this dim-witted pit nutter has his back turned, while the little girl, probably like 2, maybe 3 years old, is interacting with this bully breed with really no supervision. Because if this thing decides to just snap, he's not gonna see it happening in time. He's not gonna be able to observe any warning signs. He would then have to like look and say, oh, if you're gonna hear a sound, he's gonna look first, get out. By the time you get there, your child might be dead, unfortunately. And this is probably why and how most into all these attacks happen. Children are left alone with these things. And I'm not saying supervision is going to be helpful, but I'm just saying I think most of these attacks happen when the child is left alone. Even though the guy was in the same driveway, but his back was turned. He was in the car. He wasn't exactly watching his child. But I seen her with my 2 eyes. This big ass bully breed dog with like a 5-foot leash. Maybe it might could have been shorter, but nevertheless, this 3-year-old was holding it and going on as if everything is cool, as if everything is all right, and as if everything is safe. This is what we're dealing with, people, man. And this happened maybe 400 meters, 300 meters away from where I live. There's a lot of dog nutters in this area. There's a lot of bully breeds in this area. Even though there's supposed to be some kind of ban, but I'm still seeing them. And I've always said that, and I'm going to keep saying it because I'm confused. And that's why some of these bans make no sense. Because they know that there are, different types of pit bulls, and there's mixes and all these, and some look the same, but they're not exactly the same, so they're able to manipulate things. Law enforcement does nothing. Government does nothing. That's why we're in the state that we're in. Not even, yeah, I guess we could say we're all in the state that we're in. Because this reckless, lawless, dog nutter society. Even with bans, there's still been quite a few attacks by these dogs. And here we have this dog nutter with my own two eyes that I saw. He's working in his car. His back is turned. And we have a 3-year-old, maybe 2 years old, interacting with this bully breed. This thing, you might as well say that this thing was loose. We've seen these dogs pull grown men, grown women into the dirt. Some of them weren't even bully breeds, and they can still pull grown men and women into the dirt. So imagine this 3-year-old. We've seen these things, well, not actually seen, but we've heard stories of these things killing grown women, grown men, children. And here we have a 3-year-old with practically no supervision interacting with this worthless mite. And we've heard stories of how the dog was so good with the child since birth or whatever, and then it suddenly snaps. Hear this all the time. It's just one too many. A few things that I want to share. This is an article coming from Turkey, which is pretty much a dog nutter, country. There's a lot of stray dogs there. In this ad, it's right here, but it's in their language. I'm not sure exactly what they speak, but it's in their language, so it's not English. But pretty much basically saying that this ad was basically prompting and subliminally promoting, dog moms. And there's been an uproar because since the surge of dog ownership and dog nuttery in Turkey, there has been a decline in birth rates. All right, can I see it? There's been a decline in birth rates. They say Turkey's birth rate has steadily declined over the past decade, falling from 2.1 live births per woman 2014 to 1.48 in 2024. I think there's a lot of factors to this, but I think dogs do play a key role in this. The dog nuttery plays a role in this. People are choosing dogs, choosing this nasty dog culture over, real children. And this ad, caused a bit of an uproar and a highlight. They also state, stray dogs. I'm not going to say this word, but stray dogs have been a problem. I know Turkey has always has been a stray dog, capital of the world, if I might even say myself. So speaking of stray dogs, have killed, a 5-month-old baby. This happened probably in India, I think. Yeah, India. This happened on Saturday. Stray dogs attack in this village. According to family members, the incident occurred in the early hours of May 9th when the baby was sleeping in the house while the mother was doing household chores. A stray dog reportedly entered the house premises and attacked the infant. The mother rushed to the aid of the child, but basically it just was too late. The child sustained a lot of injuries on the head, face, and other parts of the body. The incident triggered outrage among villagers who alleged that the stray dog menace had gone unchecked in the village despite repeated complaints. Residents said pack of stray dogs have frequently been roaming in the area and blamed the authorities for negligence. In many of these countries, the residents, they are not allowed to harm or kill these stray dogs. So basically, these stray dogs, you know, they're basically allowed to terrorize and kill children. And I think that, again, it's pretty much obvious that this dog nuttery is playing a role not just in the lack of birth rates, but this dog nuttery is playing a role in depopulation. Depopulation. Because many of these stray dogs and dogs in general are attacking and killing children. And that adds up. That decreases population. And when you add, you know, these so-called dog moms to the mix, where a lot of men, even women, are not having children anymore, instead they're owning these worthless mutts, that plays a role on the depopulation. And I've always said that there is a greater force, a hidden hand, that is operating behind the scenes, that is pushing this dog culture narrative. I don't know any names, I don't know exactly who, and we may never know. But I do surely believe that this is a call it a conspiracy, that there are people purposely pushing this dog society in order. There could be many factors to this, but in the case of birth rates and population, they are pushing this dog culture as another form of depopulation. That's just my theory. That's what I think. There's no way this dog thing could just live and survive on its own, because we see it in the media, commercials, movies, ads, everywhere you go, and dogs are so protected. Even the fact that stray dogs can kill a 5-month-old, and you as a resident, you can't hurt these dogs. So there's no doubt that there is a force behind the scenes that is pushing this dog culture. But that doesn't mean that the average person can keep falling for this rubbish, this garbage. I mean, time and time again, we hear about someone dying by these dogs, and that should be enough to say, hey, no more dogs. No more dogs. The diseases, man, we spend a year or two trying to stay healthy, but yet you're harboring this worthy disease-ridden dog. People don't like bad smells, but yet they harbor this disgusting, smelly dog. People don't like to be annoyed, but yet they harbor this annoying dog. They don't have to, but again, it's the force behind it. It's not only that, but it's the stupidity of people, of dog nutters, that they will keep falling and stay in this dog nuttery as if it's normal. The forces behind it has made it so normal to be dog nutters, to a fact that these dog nuts, like what I'm talking about with pretending and they do something and dogs doing nothing. I mean, they will act as if dogs do something when they don't do anything. That is brainwashing. That's brainwashing. These things don't do anything. But they will say they do something when they have never done anything ever. That's brainwashing through the social media, the TV, everything. So yeah, I really believe that there is a force, a hidden hand that is pushing this dog culture. And they may not even be dog nutters, but they see it as, hey, we can use these dogs to help with depopulation. These dogs will kill people. At the same time, they will make people not want to give birth anymore. So that's just part of the whole depopulation tactic. Dog culture. Dog culture a bigger problem in rural areas. It is a problem everywhere you go. It doesn't matter if it's urban, in the suburbs, rural. It doesn't matter if you have a townhouse, a condo, apartment building, a bungalow, live on reservations. It doesn't matter. They are everywhere in the city, in the suburbs, in schools, in hospitals. I mean, all it takes is that one dog. You don't even have to be a group of dogs, just one dog. And that whole area is done. Everyone's going to be in danger now just because of that one dog. That's all it takes. I mean, we can coexist among hundreds of birds, but we cannot coexist when there's a dog in our area. It's not just the attacks, it's the diseases, the dog owners themselves that are the problems. This is not just a rural problem. This is an entire world problem. Let's see for time. Plymouth Township dog owners charged after jogger seriously injured in attack. I'm not sure. This is County Wayne. This is Michigan. Two Plymouth Township residents have been charged after three dogs allegedly attacked a jogger in March. A 64-year-old man was the victim. He suffered severe injuries. Each charge carries a potential 4-year prison sentence, which is not enough, man. They should at least get 25 to life in prison if their dog attacks and or kills someone. They add that the police said the attack involved a pit bull and two cane corsos. The usual suspects. Sorry. Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, in London, handed a family a full bill after they left over dog urinating near their table. I'm sure many of you have seen, but unfortunately, Gordon's response to a dog being in a restaurant with pee pad was insanely disgusting. I can't believe that public dog nuttery could change how I view someone so fast. Like seconds. I always loved Gordon. And it's so disappointing that someone at his level in hospitality and cuisine could joke about a dog creating an unsanitary environment for other guests, dismissing their valid complaints. I can't even look at him the same. On the small bright side, I have watched TikToks about it, and many of the comments were surprisingly bashing Gordon and mentioning how out of control dog culture has become. I really expected these lunatics to be like, I would love the sweet, worthless mutt to shit next to me while eating an expensive dinner, but thankfully there is still hope for society. So I think that's in relation to this story. Not exactly a video, but yeah, sorry, it's not exactly a video. But as you can see, it's a dog, and there's some pad there. And I believe the owners, the dim-witted dog owners, allowed the dog to shit and pee while people ate in this restaurant. But again, dogs, they just able to get a free pass. I mean, if you're a dim-witted dog owner and you have a dog, there's a high chance that you can get a free pass to do whatever. You get like a free entitlement pass. You can put dogs in shopping carts, walk them in grocery stores. Even they say no dogs allowed or whatever, you're still allowed to do that. You're still allowed to invade places with your worthless mind. You're still allowed to invade schools and hospitals with your worthless mind. Even if a dog attacks, you're still, these things are still entitled to live and to be praised. And kind of going back to that, when dogs attack, dog owners will praise them. Will still praise these dogs after they have attacked and or killed someone. So again, what do these dogs do exactly? You're other than attacking. I mean, like literally, these people are praising dogs after they attack. I don't get it. Like this is a sick culture, man. This is a sick culture. But yeah, Gordon Ramsay is just another dog nutter. A lot of these celebs are dog nutters, man. I think that's one thing you have to be. You have to be a dog nutter to be a celeb, man. It's just disgusting. In Hawaii, warrant issued for pitbull owner charged in 2 attacks. He's now facing 3 counts, including assault and failure to control a dangerous dog. I mean, we've seen this statement so many times. I mean, again, it just proves that these things are unfit to be in our society.
Police have issued an arrest warrant for 67-year-old Kenneth Morrow after his pit bull allegedly mauled a woman and her small dog on South King Street in March. The brutal attack was caught on camera and posted on HHH News. The woman and her dog were out for a walk when that pit bull attacked, and despite several people intervening, the dog was very hard to pull off. Morrow is now facing 3 counts, including assault and failure to control a dangerous dog. If you see him, police say call 911.
Yep, if you see this dim-witted dog owner, call 911 and make sure he gets locked up for good. These are the type of people that need to be locked up. They're just as crazy as druggies. They're just as crazy as drunk drivers. If anything, they are worse, and they need to be locked up for good. They do nothing but destroy and terrorize neighborhoods just because of their illness. If they're that sick, they do not belong in this society. If they're that sick and they need a dog, they do not belong here. And I say that with absolute, conviction. They do not, because the track records speak louder than words. They speak for themselves, that these dog owners, dog lovers, have gotten so many people killed. They've terrorized communities where people are afraid to go outside, or people can't even go outside into their own backyard. People are attacked on their own property. People are attacked on public streets. Anyone who wants to own these things, they're mentally ill. They are sick. And they should be thrown away. Literally, and I really mean that. I'm not the one killing anyone. They are the ones getting people killed and hurt. So why are these people allowed to still exist? Obviously, it's kind of a rhetorical question. But, I mean, why though? Like, again, why are they allowed to exist and to be promoted and worshipped? And then their dogs are worshipped. And then it's dog nuttery, and it's like, it's just so much mess, so much entanglement, so much of it. But yeah, if you see this dog nutter, make sure you call police and get him locked up for good. And I mean that. It's not even about a dog being 2 dogs attacking. It's the principle. And that principle is, this is another dog nutter, another pit nutter. He does not belong in our society. National Dog Mom Day. The ad, sorry, but this is out of control. Saw my best friend post this, and I don't even know why. It enrages me so much. If you want to make a stupid holiday, maybe you shouldn't do it the day before actual Mother's Day. We live out of state, and she has to bring her stupid dog over every time. I started telling her to find a pet-friendly hotel because I don't like hosting 2 smelly, stupid, worthless must. There is a national Dog Mom Day. This is mental illness, man. That's today? That's today. I didn't even know that. I did not know that, but this is some excuse my language. Again, I'm not trying to, this is some retarded shit, man. I'm sorry. This is retarded. This is purely retarded. There is a National Dog Mom Day, man. This dog nuttery is getting out of hand. Out of hand, man. I'm telling you, it's not just the attacks. It's not just the attack. It's the mental illness, the behaviors that are the problem. It's these dog owners that are the problem. And their dog lovers are kind of right. It's with the quote of it is the dog, but they say it's not the dog, it's the guy behind the leash or the lead, which they're right. It is the owner and the dog, but the owner, as in the people, man, they're ones that are creating this mess. Dogs will always be dogs. They'll always do what they do. But you as dog nutters, which are apparently your people, you can do better than this. You have a chance to do better than this. You can change. You can stop owning dogs. You can get rid of dogs. You can get rid of stray dogs. You have this power to do so. But you choose to be dog nutters. You choose to be mentally sick. You choose to kiss and grope dogs. You choose to let people get attacked and harmed by dogs. You choose to terrorize places with dogs. You choose to be a dog nutter. Then you go on making days like this. There are probably so many dog-related holidays. Let's see. Dog-related holidays. There's probably a gazillion of them. There's probably a gazillion dog-related holidays. And when they say pets, what they're really talking about is dogs. It's mostly dogs. There may be a couple, cat days in there, but it's really just dogs. It's dogs. I'm going to search it. And dog, apparently on my thing, I'm not sure if you can see that, dog comes up 65 times. Dog comes over 65 times. So there's over at least maybe 65 type of holidays or awareness weeks or months throughout the year. How is this not some type of mental illness? Dog, this is crazy. Dog training education month. Have a heart for chained dogs week. What the bumbleclot? Sled dog day. Doggy date night. National brown dog. What the? Oh my god. Pet theft awareness. Again, this is just dogs. They may use the word pets, but it's really mostly for dogs. Walking the dog day. What? What kind of dumb shit is this? They also there's a lot of fundraisers too about walking your dog for fundraising. It's so stupid. National Dog Biscuit Day? Oh my goodness. What? Trail sled dog race begins? They got Puppy Day? Take a walk in the park day? Again, this is more for dogs. Active Dog Month? Lyme Disease in Dogs Month? Dog Appreciation Month? They do this all year around. Why do you need a month? I'm so confused. National Pooper Scooper Week? Are you flipping kidding me? They're pretty much celebrating, picking up dog shit. And they also have, that ugly dog celebration that they do annually. National Dog Bite Prevention Week. National Pet Health Insurance Day, which is mostly because of dogs. World Stray Animal Day, which is mostly because of dogs. Every day is Tag Day, mostly because of dogs. National Pet Day, which is mostly because of dogs. You have a National Dog Month or Day, and then you have a National Pet Day. It's just to worship dogs. Dog Therapy Appreciation Day. Celebrate Shelter Pets Day. This is because of dogs. Bulldogs are... No, they're not. Oh my god. They say these things are beautiful. Oh my god. These are the things that they say are beautiful. This is beautiful to them. This thing is beautiful to them. I didn't say it. They did. Then they have National Beagle Day. Like, oh my god. Imagine having National Day for every dog breed, man. That would take like, oh my god, there's just so many of them. So many of these worthless mutts. National Lost Dog Awareness Day. Hairball Awareness Day. World Veteran Day. World Veterinarian Day. National Kids and Pets Day. It's mostly about dogs. National Pet Parents Day. Again, dogs. Pampered Dog Day. National Guide Dog Day. Don't they really have a therapy dog thingy? National Therapy Animal Day. They already have a dog therapy appreciation day. And then they have National Therapy Animal Day. It's really dogs. Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. Adopt a Dog Day. National Tabby Day. What the hell is that? I guarantee it has something to do with dogs. Guarantee it has nothing to do. Okay, never mind. I was proven incorrect. National Pet Month. Dogs. National Service Day. Dogs. National Service Dog Eye Examination. We need a month for that. Like, what a stupid shit is this? Chip Your Dog Month. Dog Cancer Awareness Month. Lyme Disease Prevention Month. They already had one for dogs. Canine Arthritis Awareness Month. Again, dogs. Excuse me. Be Kind to Animals Week, as in be kind to dogs, because these dog owners are hunting and abusing natural animals with their dogs. National Dog Week. Dog Anxiety Awareness Week. Puppy Meal Action Week. Pure Bed Dog Day? Are you kidding me? National Specially Abled Dogs Day. May Day for Dogs. National Dog Disaster Preparedness. National Dog Mom Day. That's today. German Shepherd Day. Imagine all dog breeds had a day. And then you have this Chihuahua Appreciation Day. National Dog Rescue Day. National Child Spaniel Day. I think this is another dog. Guarantee this is a dog. See? A dog. National Microchipping Day. Dogs. Adopt the... Yeah. The Westminster Kennel Club Annual Dog Show. Again, dogs. Dog Rights Awareness Week. Other natural animals don't get rights. Cows, chickens, pigs, they don't get any rights. Deer, they don't get any rights. You know, they're allowed to hunt them and kill them. While dog gets to just be there and terrorizing people. And then they get awarded as if they're doing something when they're not really doing anything but terrorizing and being annoying. Take your pet to work week. Oh God, no, God, no. Oh God, no. Hug your cat day. Corgi Day. National Best Friends Day. Again, dogs. Veterinarian. Garfield the Cat Day. Take your cat to work day. National Pets Film. Ugliest Dog Day. Dog Party Day. National Dog Day. Pretty much, this is a dog. National Pet Choking Prevention Day. Oh my God. They have more days and months for so those stupidest things ever of all time. Take your dog to work day. Dog house repair month. Really? Dogs even live in dog. Do they really make dog houses for dogs? Maybe for like rich and wealthy, you're gonna do so because you're a dog nutter. But does the average person still use dog houses? Probably not. They use crates. They use cages to lock these things up in. All American Dog Photo Day. But I think you get the point, man. There's so much stupid dog days. And they may use terms like animal or pet. Look at this, National Pitbull Awareness Day. Okay, they may use terms like animal or pet, but in the end of the day, it's about dogs. It's about dogs. Small percentage may be about cats and rabbits. A very tiny percentage, but most of it is just about dogs. That's what it's about, because we're living in a dog nutter society, and like I said, there is a hidden hand that I feel and believe that is engineering this dog culture, which they may or may not even be dog nutters. But they've been able to manipulate people in thinking dogs are man's best friend. They've been able to manipulate people into, praising dogs after they maul a baby for no reason. People always side with dogs. To a point where they will say dogs are better than people. Well, they will dump their spouse or SO for a dog. I don't think this is by accident. I think this is by design. I think the powers that be see some things and then they try to push this dog culture on people in various ways. But at the end of the day, the question is, what do they do? What do dogs do? Like, what do they do? What do they do? And it's like George Costanza. Nothing. I can sum it up in one word. Nothing. Dogs do nothing. They are pets about nothing. They wake up and do nothing. Basically, they're kind of like Seinfeld in a way. Well, not like Seinfeld, but, Seinfeld's like a show about nothing, and dogs are like pets about nothing, where they wake up and they shit and eat. So basically, their whole day is about nothing. Nothing. They may go outside and smell the post for, minutes. But at the end of the day, nothing. They may die and their owner will pretend as if this dog has done something, but in reality, these dogs do absolutely nothing. But anyways, and there I am, Tim Monson, with another dog attack alerts. Please remember, it's okay to hate dogs.
It's Okay to Hate Dogs Productions. See you later. Doggy hater.